Hello everyone, and welcome to Chill English Channel, the place where learning English is calm, simple, and fun. I'm Sophia.
And I'm Jake. Hello to all our listeners today. Maybe you are relaxing at home, maybe you're traveling somewhere, or maybe you're practicing English while working. Wherever you are, we're happy you're here with us.
That's right. Thank you for spending some time with us today. Jake, how are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. I'm awake, I had my coffee, and I'm ready to have a nice conversation.
That already sounds like a good start to the day.
Yes, especially the coffee part. Coffee is very important for me in the morning.
I think many people feel the same way.
What about you, Sophia? How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great today. I had a very quiet morning, and that always helps me feel calm and positive.
A calm morning can really change your whole day.
I agree. When the morning is peaceful, the rest of the day often feels easier.
And that actually connects perfectly to our topic for today.
Exactly. Today, we are going to talk about something that every person in the world has.
Yes, something very simple but also very interesting.
Our daily routine.
That's right. The things we do every day, from waking up in the morning to going to sleep at night.
Everyone has a routine, but no two routines are exactly the same.
Some people wake up very early and some people wake up late.
Some people love mornings, and some people really don't like mornings at all.
I think I already know which one you are.
You probably do.
Before we start talking about our day, we have a small message for our listeners.
Yes, if you enjoy these conversations and they help you practice English, please give this episode a like.
And if you are new here, welcome to Chill English Channel. Don't forget to subscribe so you can join us again for the next episode.
Also, you can share this episode with a friend who is learning English too.
Learning together with friends can make it more fun.
Absolutely. Okay, Jake, let's begin with the first part of the day, the morning. Jake, let me ask you a question. Do you like mornings?
Honestly?
Yes, honestly.
Not really.
So you are not a morning person.
Definitely not. I think mornings are very difficult.
That's funny because I really love mornings.
I know. Some people wake up with energy and happiness.
And some people wake up slowly and need time to feel awake.
Exactly. I'm the second type of person.
What is the hardest part of the morning for you?
The alarm clock.
Ah, yes, the alarm clock. That sound can be very annoying.
My alarm is very loud.
What does it sound like?
It makes a beep, beep, beep sound.
That does sound annoying.
Yes, it's not a nice way to wake up.
My alarm is different.
Really?
Yes, I chose a soft music sound.
That sounds much more peaceful.
It helps me wake up slowly instead of suddenly.
When your alarm rings, do you get out of bed right away?
Usually, yes.
Wow, I can't do that.
What do you do?
I press the snooze button.
The famous snooze button.
Yes, it gives me 5 more minutes of sleep.
But I think many people press it more than once.
That is very true.
How many times do you press it?
Sometimes 2 times, sometimes 3 times.
That could be 15 more minutes.
Exactly.
And then you finally get up.
Usually when I realize I might be late.
That sounds stressful.
Sometimes it is.
My morning routine is very different.
Tell me about it.
I usually wake up early, sometimes even before the sun rises.
Before the sun, that is very early.
Yes, but I really enjoy that time of day.
What do you like about early mornings?
Everything feels quiet and peaceful.
The world is still sleeping?
Exactly. The streets are quiet, the house is quiet, and there are no distractions.
That sounds like a very calm start to the day.
It is. I like to begin my day slowly.
What is the first thing you do when you wake up?
The most important thing, coffee.
Of course. Coffee is very important.
What about you?
Same here. I go straight to the coffee machine.
So coffee is the first step in your routine.
Yes, before anything else.
How do you like your coffee?
I like it strong and black.
No sugar?
No sugar.
No milk?
No milk, just coffee.
That is very simple.
What about you?
I like coffee with a little hot milk.
That sounds nice.
It makes the coffee a little softer.
After coffee, what do you usually do next?
I sit by the window for a few minutes.
And what do you do there?
I drink my coffee slowly and look outside.
That sounds very relaxing.
Sometimes I just think about the day ahead.
That seems like a peaceful habit.
What do you do after coffee?
I usually check my phone.
Social media?
Sometimes, but mostly messages, news, and emails.
I try not to use my phone right away
Why not?
because I want my morning to be calm and quiet.
That makes sense.
When I check my phone too early, my mind becomes busy.
That happens to me too.
Maybe you could try a phone-free morning one day.
That might be a good idea.
After coffee comes the next important part of the morning.
Breakfast.
Yes, breakfast.
Breakfast for me is usually very quick.
What do you normally eat?
Most days I eat toast with butter.
That's simple and easy.
Sometimes I also eat a banana.
That sounds like a fast breakfast.
It is, especially when I wake up late.
My breakfast is usually a little bigger.
What do you like to eat?
I often eat yogurt with fruit.
That sounds healthy.
Sometimes I also make eggs.
Eggs in the morning are great.
I like to take my time during breakfast.
I wish I had that much time.
The secret is waking up early.
Yes, I think you're right.
After breakfast, it's time to get ready for the day.
That means showers, clothes, and preparing to leave the house.
Exactly.
And sometimes that part of the morning can also be a little stressful,
Especially when you're running late.
which happens to me sometimes.
I'm not surprised.
Hey, I'm trying my best.
I know you are.
Okay, let's talk about the next step of the morning routine.
Getting ready for the day.
And that's where things can get interesting.
So, Jake, after breakfast and coffee, the next step is getting ready for the day.
Yes, this is the moment when we really start preparing to leave the house.
For me, the first thing I do is take a shower.
Same here. A hot shower helps me wake up properly.
Exactly. Even if I feel a little sleepy, a shower makes me feel fresh and ready.
I agree. Warm water in the morning is the best.
Do you like very hot showers or just warm?
Very hot, especially in the winter.
Oh yes, in winter, a hot shower feels wonderful.
In summer, I sometimes take a cooler shower because it's so warm outside.
That makes sense.
After the shower comes the next challenge.
Let me guess, choosing clothes.
Exactly.
Many people have the same problem.
Yes, I open my closet and look at all my clothes.
And you still feel like you have nothing to wear.
Exactly, even when there are many shirts and pants.
I know that feeling very well.
What about you? Is it easy for you to choose clothes in the morning?
Sometimes yes, but sometimes I stand in front of my closet and think for several minutes.
What kind of clothes do you usually wear to work?
Usually something comfortable but still neat. Maybe a simple dress or a shirt with pants.
That sounds nice.
What about you?
My system is very simple.
What do you mean?
I mostly wear similar shirts.
Similar shirts?
Yes, mostly blue, gray, or white shirts.
That actually makes life easier.
Exactly. I don't need to think too much in the morning.
That's very practical.
The less thinking in the morning, the better.
Especially if you wake up late.
Hey, I'm working on that.
I know.
After choosing clothes and getting dressed, the next step is leaving the house.
Yes, it's time to go to work.
How do you travel to work, Sophia?
I usually drive my car.
Is the traffic heavy?
Very heavy.
Many cars on the road?
Too many cars.
And everyone is moving slowly?
Exactly. Stop, go, stop, go.
That can be frustrating.
It can be, but I try to stay relaxed.
How do you stay relaxed in traffic?
I listen to music.
That's a good idea.
Sometimes I also listen to podcasts.
Podcasts are great for learning things.
Yes, and they make the drive feel shorter.
My commute is a little different.
You take the bus, right?
Yes, I take the bus every day.
Do you enjoy riding the bus?
It's okay. Sometimes it's very crowded.
Many people going to work.
Exactly. Everyone is tired and quiet in the morning.
That sounds typical.
Some people read, some people listen to music, and some people just look out the window.
What do you usually do?
I usually wear headphones and listen to music or podcasts.
That's a good way to pass the time.
Yes, and sometimes I even listen to English learning podcasts.
That's perfect practice.
Eventually, the bus arrives near my office.
And then the workday begins.
Yes, the moment we sit at our desks.
What is the first thing you do when you start work?
Honestly,
Yes, honestly.
I make another cup of coffee.
Of course you do.
Coffee helps me stay focused.
Then what?
Then I turn on my computer.
And check emails?
Exactly. So many emails.
Emails can take a lot of time.
Sometimes I spend the first hour just reading and answering messages.
That happens to me too.
Some emails are simple, but others need longer replies.
Do you also have meetings during the day?
Yes, quite often.
Meetings can be long.
Sometimes very long.
What do you usually talk about in meetings?
Work projects, plans, and new ideas.
That sounds interesting.
Sometimes it is interesting, but sometimes it's just a lot of talking.
I understand.
What about your workday?
My workday is also quite busy.
What do you usually do?
I talk with colleagues, help people solve problems, and answer messages.
So you also deal with many emails.
Yes, emails are everywhere.
Do you enjoy your job?
Yes, I do. I like helping people.
That's a great reason to enjoy your work,
But like many jobs, it can be tiring sometimes.
especially when there's a lot to do.
Exactly.
Eventually, after several hours of work, something very important happens.
Let me guess, lunchtime.
Yes, lunchtime.
My favorite part of the workday.
Mine too.
Taking a break in the middle of the day is very important.
It gives you energy for the afternoon.
Do you bring lunch from home or buy lunch?
I usually buy lunch from a small cafe near my office.
That sounds nice.
It's a small place, but the food is very good.
What do you usually order?
Usually a sandwich or sometimes a bowl of soup.
That sounds delicious.
And I enjoy walking outside for a few minutes.
Fresh air during the workday is very helpful.
What about you?
I usually bring my lunch from home.
Very organized.
It saves money and it's often healthier.
That's true.
I might bring a salad, a sandwich, or leftovers from dinner.
That's a smart idea.
After lunch, we return to work.
And sometimes the afternoon can feel a little slow.
Especially around 3 o'clock.
Yes, that's when I start to feel sleepy.
Many people feel that way.
Sometimes I drink tea or eat a small snack.
Snacks can help you feel more awake.
Eventually, the afternoon ends.
And the workday is finally finished.
The moment everyone waits for.
Exactly. It's time to go home. Finally, the workday is over.
The best moment of the day.
I think many people feel happy when work is finished.
Yes, because it means it's time to go home and relax.
Exactly. After a long day, everyone wants to rest.
How do you usually go home from work?
I drive back home in my car.
Is the traffic still busy in the evening?
Yes, unfortunately it is.
Many people leaving work at the same time.
Exactly. The roads are full of cars again.
So the drive home is slow.
Very slow sometimes.
What do you do during the drive?
Just like in the morning, I listen to music.
Music can make traffic less stressful.
Yes, it helps me stay calm.
I take the bus home again.
Are you tired by that time?
Very tired.
What do you usually do on the bus ride home?
Sometimes I listen to music, but often I just look out the window.
That sounds relaxing.
It is. I like watching the city and people outside.
Eventually, we arrive home.
And that's one of the nicest moments of the day.
When you open the door and finally relax.
Exactly.
What is the first thing you do when you get home?
I put my bag down and say hello to my cat.
Ah, yes, your cat.
Her name is Bella.
Is Bella happy to see you?
She walks to the door and looks at me.
That sounds friendly.
Then she says, meow.
What does that mean?
It means, hello, now give me food.
That sounds like a typical cat.
Cats usually care a lot about food.
I have a different welcome at home.
Because you have a dog.
Yes, my dog, Max.
What does Max do when you arrive home?
He runs to the door, jumps, and wags his tail.
Dogs are always so excited.
Yes, he is always very happy to see me.
That must be a nice feeling.
It is. His happiness makes me smile every time.
After greeting your dog, what do you do next?
I change my clothes.
That's important.
Yes, I take off my work clothes and put on comfortable clothes.
Like a t-shirt and comfortable pants.
Exactly.
I do the same thing.
Comfortable clothes make it easier to relax.
Definitely.
After changing clothes, the next thing is dinner.
Yes, by that time I'm usually hungry.
Do you cook dinner?
Sometimes.
That sounds uncertain.
Because I'm not a very good cook.
Really?
Yes, cooking can be stressful for me.
Why?
Because sometimes I burn things.
Burn things.
Yes, I once burned chicken.
Oh no.
I also burned rice one time.
Rice can be tricky.
One time I even forgot water boiling on the stove.
What happened?
All the water disappeared.
That must have been surprising.
Yes, and a little embarrassing.
So, what do you usually eat for dinner?
I cook simple meals.
Like what?
Pasta with tomato sauce.
That's easy and delicious.
Sometimes I make eggs again.
Eggs are very useful.
Or sometimes I order food.
Like pizza?
Exactly.
Pizza is always a good choice.
What about you? Do you enjoy cooking?
Yes, I like cooking very much.
Why do you enjoy it?
Because it helps me relax.
What kind of food do you like to cook?
I like making soup, pasta, or vegetables with rice.
That sounds very healthy.
Cooking while listening to music makes the experience enjoyable.
That sounds like a peaceful evening.
After dinner, I usually clean the kitchen.
Good habit.
Then it's time to relax.
What do you usually do to relax?
Sometimes I read a book,
What kind of books do you enjoy?
mostly stories or novels.
Reading is a nice, quiet activity.
Sometimes I also take my dog Max for a short walk.
Walking at night must be peaceful.
It is very calm.
What do you see during the walk?
Quiet streets, a few people walking, and sometimes stars in the sky.
That sounds beautiful.
What do you usually do in the evening?
I sit on my sofa with Bella the cat.
Does Bella sit next to you?
Sometimes next to me, sometimes on me.
Cats love warm places.
Exactly. Then I watch TV.
What kind of shows do you watch?
Mostly funny movies or comedy shows.
Why comedy?
Because after a long day, I want to laugh.
Laughing is a great way to relax.
Exactly.
Eventually, the evening becomes late.
And it's time to think about sleep.
What time do you usually go to bed?
Usually around 11:30 or sometimes midnight.
That is quite late.
Yes, I know.
That explains why mornings are difficult for you.
Exactly.
I go to bed earlier.
Around 10, right?
Yes, around 10 o'clock.
That's a big difference.
I like getting enough sleep.
What do you do before going to bed?
I brush my teeth, put on pajamas, and read for a few minutes.
That sounds relaxing.
After about 10 minutes of reading, I usually fall asleep quickly.
That must feel nice.
What about you before bed?
Sometimes I watch one more show or look at something on the internet.
And then suddenly, it's very late.
Exactly.
And the next morning, the alarm clock rings again.
And the whole routine begins again.
That's the circle of daily life.
Wake up, work, relax, sleep, and repeat.
And everyone's routine is a little different.
But we all share many of the same daily activities.
Today, we talked about our full daily routine.
From waking up in the morning to going to sleep at night.
We hope this conversation helped you practice simple English.
Listening to everyday conversations is a great way to learn.
Thank you so much for spending time with us on Chill English Channel.
If you enjoyed this episode, please give it a like.
And don't forget to subscribe for more relaxed English conversations.
Before we go, we have a question for you.
Yes, tell us in the comments.
Are you a morning person like Sophia?
Or a night person like Jake.
We'd love to read your answers.
See you next time.
Bye, everyone.
Take care and keep practicing your English.